Most people believe they're stuck in the third dimension, locked into struggle, chasing money, approval, and status. But what if reality is far more fluid than we've been told? What if the events of your life are not random, but direct reflections of your inner frequency? And what if Christ consciousness, the awakened divine intelligence within you, is the very force calling you to ascend beyond time, fear, and limitation? Today, we're going to break through the illusion of separation and unveil the mechanics of the fifth dimension. A sacred frequency where intention becomes manifestation and love overrides fear. Stay with me to learn how to stabilize this shift and begin living from your highest vibrational truth. Connect to your higher self. Focus to motivate and enrich your life, and inspire others to find their true path. Join me on a journey to discover your power and higher purpose. While most people live trapped in the third dimension, grinding through days shaped by external pressures, linear time, and unconscious programming, a growing number are awakening to something radically different. A new state of being where the old rules no longer apply, where time collapses, synchronicities multiply, and reality responds not to effort, but to energy. You may already feel it. Moments when things just flow, when the right people show up, when your inner stillness creates outer harmony. These aren't random, they're glimpses into the fifth dimension. And while society trains us to ignore them, this is the very doorway into what mystics, prophets, and spiritual scientists have called the New Earth. At its core, the fifth dimension is not a place, it's a frequency, a state of consciousness in which you recognize the interconnectedness of all things. The illusion of time and your power to shape reality through coherence, intention, and love. In 3D, you chase outcomes. In 5D, outcomes are drawn to you by the magnetic resonance of your inner state. This shift in frequency is what some refer to as ascension, but don't picture floating off into space. Think instead of tuning into a higher station on the dial of reality. It's all here, right now. You're not moving through space, you're moving through awareness. 3D versus 5D, the dimensional distinction. In the third dimension, we perceive separation. Me versus you, effort versus reward, now versus later. We believe that to get what we want, we must strive, sacrifice, and wait. Time drags forward. Matter feels heavy, and our sense of self is often shaped by ego and fear. But in the fifth dimension, reality operates on resonance. You don't chase, you align. You don't force, you feel. You don't wait, you embody. Everything in 5D is connected. Everything is now, and the illusion of linear time gives way to a felt sense of divine timing. When you're tuned to this frequency, the future you desire already exists, waiting for you to match it. The architecture of creation in 5D. So how does this actually work? Reality, at its essence, is vibrational. Beneath appearances lies a quantum field where energy, frequency, and consciousness interact. And the one thing shaping this field more than anything else is you. Your thoughts generate signals. Your emotions charge them. Your focus collapses possibility into form. As Neville Goddard taught, feeling is the secret. When you feel the wish fulfilled, when you embody the state of having rather than seeking, you collapse space-time. You magnetize the scenario into your lived experience. That's not just spiritual poetry, it's vibrational engineering. The inner signs of 5D awakening. If you're watching this, you're probably already in transition. Have you noticed synchronicities happening with increasing frequency? A growing sensitivity to people, environments, or even food? A deep pull to disconnect from drama, media, or old habits? A sense of calm replacing your old need to control? These aren't coincidences. They're signs that your energetic system is realigning. You're upgrading from a 3D operating system to a 5D one. And just like a phone needs to reboot after a system update, you may feel moments of emotional release, confusion, or fatigue. That's okay. You're not regressing, you're recalibrating. The Christ frequency. From the lens of cosmic Christ consciousness, this awakening is not just energetic, it is spiritual. It is the return of the Christ principle within each of us. The Christ, as understood in mystical traditions, is not limited to one historical figure. It is a divine frequency, what Rudolf Steiner, Teilhard de Chardin, and the early Gnostics referred to as the Logos, the bridge between the human and the divine. When you anchor in 5D, you're stepping into the vibrational resonance of the Christ. Love without condition, wisdom without judgment, and creation without fear. The kingdom is within you, and 5D is the frequency of that kingdom. Manifestation versus magnetic resonance. In 3D, manifestation is often treated like a formula: visualize, affirm, hustle. But in 5D, it's about magnetic resonance. You don't make things happen, you let them happen through vibrational coherence. Imagine this. In 3D, you send out 50 resumes and wait. In 5D, a phone call from a friend leads to the perfect job. In 3D, you hustle to find a home. In 5D, the home finds you once your inner field matches it. It's not about passivity, it's about precision. You act from alignment, not to get alignment. The how is no longer your job. The field organizes that. Relationships and energetic hygiene. As you stabilize in this new frequency, old relationships may fall away, not through conflict, but through dissonance. You simply no longer resonate with drama, manipulation, or codependence. In 5D, love is not attachment, it's resonance. You no longer try to save others, you honor their timing. You no longer betray your frequency. you protect it like sacred ground. This is why new relationships feel lighter, freer, more transparent. They're not built on roles or expectations, but shared frequency. And this is one of the greatest freedoms of 5D life. The observer state, your superpower. One of the biggest breakthroughs in this transition is realizing you are not your thoughts, your emotions, or your circumstances. You are the awareness behind them. This observer consciousness allows you to pause before reacting, to redirect energy before it spirals, and to choose alignment over unconscious habit. And from this place of still awareness, you become a deliberate creator, not a reactive victim. This is where the Christ consciousness shines brightest, radiating wisdom, compassion, and clarity from the still point within. The role of meditation and coherence. To stabilize the fifth dimensional frequency, one tool becomes essential: meditation. Not just for peace, but for precision. When you sit in stillness, you reset the nervous system, align your electromagnetic field, tune into your higher self, regain dominion over your inner world. This coherence between heart, mind, and soul is what generates the magnetic field that pulls 5D experiences into form. It's not about forcing outcomes. It's about embodying the outcome before it arrives. The collective impact, 5D and the world. Here's the bigger picture. As more individuals sustain 5D consciousness, the collective field begins to shift. Systems built on fear, scarcity, and control lose energetic fuel. New paradigms of cooperation, abundance, and inner sovereignty begin to take root. You're not just changing your life, you're participating in the recreation of Earth. This is the great transition, the return of the Christ, not in the sky, but in the heart of humanity. The choice is now. So, what does it take to live in 5D? It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about choosing your frequency moment by moment, honoring your energy, embodying your highest vision before it arrives, and knowing that everything you truly desire already exists, just beyond the veil of resistance. The fifth dimension isn't a far-off dream. It's here, now, waiting for you to remember who you really are. A creator. A light. A spark of the cosmic Christ. You're not here to chase. You're here to radiate. So if this video resonated, write in the comments, I choose 5D. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And if you're ready to go deeper into aligning your field with divine intelligence, Check the links below for guided meditations to accelerate this transition. Until next time, stay coherent, stay grounded, and stay in your highest frequency.